YouTube, it's Jonathan, and today we're going to be doing this polished and professional makeup look. As always, I will have every product that I talk about today linked in the description box below for you. Today I started out with Le Blanc de Chanel, which is a primer. This is an illuminating makeup base. It's going to help my makeup to last all day and give my skin a brightened effect. For foundation today, I'm taking Lancome Teint Idole Ultra in the shade 140N, and I'm using 2 pumps of that, and I'm mixing in 1 drop of Origin's Anti-Aging Plant Scription Oil, and I'm going to be applying that to my face with a flat buffing brush. This foundation is quite matte and full coverage, which makes for a very polished look, but adding in that drop of oil adds a touch of glow and helps the foundation to look a little bit more natural on the skin. This look is very sculpted and highlighted, so to start that off, I'm using my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Vanilla, and I'm applying this in a triangle shape under my eyes. I'm pulling this wide rather than tall because I want to widen my face just a little bit. I'm also applying that down the nose, between the brows, top lip, and on the chin. Immediately after blending that in, I'm going to set it with a little bit of loose powder just around the eye area so that it doesn't crease. Today I'm using the Tarte Smooth Operator Powder. I haven't set the rest of my face yet because I'm going to be using a cream contour and highlighter. Today I'm using the Lancome Le Duo highlighting stick in the shade Ivoire, and I'm going to start with the contouring side. I'm just using that under my cheekbone, and I'm sort of creating a straighter effect than normal. My cheekbone is very slanted and I kind of want to raise it up a little bit, so I'm drawing more of a straight line and then blending upwards with a small brush. Once my cheeks are contoured, I'm going to go ahead and contour along the jawline. So I'm going straight down from the front of the ear and then cutting that in a little bit sharper than my natural jaw shape. So I'm coming up a little bit higher towards the chin, and then I'm going to blend that in with the same brush. To thin out the tip of my nose a little bit, I'm going to be putting a little bit of contour on the sides of my nose, a little under the lip to add fullness, and then some along the hairline just to kind of match everything up. I'm also taking a little bit of the contour through the socket line. Once all the contour is blended in, I'm going to move on to the highlighting side of this, and I'm just going to highlight over top of anywhere that I contoured. So I'm going to highlight on my cheekbone, a little bit down the center of my nose. I'm going to be highlighting the Cupid's bow and on the chin. Lastly, with the highlighter, I'm going to take that through the center of my eyelid. Now I'm completely done with cream products, so I'm going to set everything into place with a small amount of that Smooth Operator Powder from Tarte. To warm my skin up just a touch and make sure everything blends beautifully, I'm going to be using a little bit of my Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in Tantric, and I'm just taking that along the outsides of my face. To add a little bit more depth to my contour, I'm taking my NYX HD Blush in the shade Taupe. I'm applying that anywhere that I applied my contour earlier just to strengthen and secure it. For a little color on my cheeks, I'm using Lancome Blush Subtil in the shade Miel Glacé, and I'm keeping that right between the contour and the highlight, so a little bit lower than I normally place my blush. Now onto brows. I want to groom and perfect my brows, but I don't want them to be overly done, so I'm taking my Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade number 2 from Benefit, and I'm just going to fill in any gaps or sparse areas on my brow and just sharpen up the edges a tiny bit. And to make sure my brows look as fluffy as possible, I'm going to be using a little bit of brow gel. This is the Brow Drama from Maybelline in the shade Blonde. And since there's not really a lot of color in the rest of the look, the lip is still nude, but it's a little bit more of a vibrant nude with a little bit more color to it than I normally go for. This is one of the Rouge in Love lipsticks from Lancome in the shade Tea Rose. And this is the finished look, perfectly polished and contoured, ready for any sort of professional or everyday setting. I hope that you all enjoyed this look. I absolutely love it. If you did, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you have any questions about the products that I used, or if you have any questions or suggestions at all. I always read and comment back to as many as possible. If you have questions about the products, like I said earlier, they are all linked in the description box below, as well as all of my social media. I'm at JonJonTalks on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. There's a link to my Facebook down there. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please click on my face so that you can be here every week for my new videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Ready color boost in the adrenaline rush, because this is the post that I made on Instagram was talking about this product.